What if I told you that your reality isn't as solid as you think? That every moment of your existence is being shaped by invisible forces that most people never even realize exist? Today we're going deeper into something that could completely transform how you see yourself and your place in the universe. Picture this scenario. You wake up tomorrow morning and suddenly you can feel the thoughts and emotions of everyone around you, not just the people in your house, but strangers walking down the street, people in other cities, even individuals on the opposite side of the planet. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that on a quantum level, this connection already exists and has been scientifically proven? Welcome to the mind-bending world of quantum entanglement and how it's secretly orchestrating your entire reality. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand why your thoughts have far more power than you ever imagined, and more importantly, how to harness this invisible force to reshape your life in ways you never thought possible. Let's start with something that will challenge everything you believe about reality itself. In laboratories around the world, scientists have discovered that when two particles become quantum entangled, they remain mysteriously connected regardless of distance. Change the state of one particle in New York, and its entangled partner in Tokyo responds instantly, not at the speed of light, but instantaneously, as if space and time don't even exist between them. This isn't science fiction. This is documented, repeatable science that's been confirmed thousands of times. But here's where it gets really interesting for you and me. What if consciousness itself operates according to these same quantum principles? What if your mind is entangled with the fabric of reality in ways that mainstream science is only beginning to understand? Think about those moments when you've had an unexplainable feeling about someone you haven't spoken to in years, only to have them call you the next day. Or those times when you've walked into a room and immediately felt the tension, even though nothing was said. These aren't coincidences. They're glimpses into the quantum nature of consciousness that connects all things. The implications are staggering. If your thoughts and emotions are quantum phenomena, then they're not trapped inside your skull. They're rippling out into the universe, interacting with the thoughts and emotions of others, influencing events in ways that our rational minds struggle to comprehend. But wait, there's more to this story that most people miss entirely. The key player in this cosmic dance isn't your conscious mind at all. It's your subconscious, operating like a powerful broadcasting station that never sleeps, constantly transmitting signals into the quantum field based on your deepest beliefs and emotional patterns. Your subconscious mind processes over 11 million bits of information per second, while your conscious mind handles about 40. That means the vast majority of your mental activity is happening below the radar of your awareness. And here's the crucial part. This subconscious activity is what's primarily shaping your quantum field interactions. Imagine your subconscious as a radio tower broadcasting on a specific frequency. If that frequency is tuned to fear, scarcity, and limitation, that's the signal you're sending out into the quantum field. The universe, responding to this frequency, sends back experiences that match this vibration. It's not personal, it's just physics. This explains why some people seem to effortlessly attract opportunities and positive experiences while others feel stuck in endless cycles of struggle and disappointment. It's not about luck or talent or even hard work, though those things matter. It's about the frequency your subconscious is broadcasting into the quantum field. Now, let's dive deeper into how this broadcasting system actually works. Your heart, believe it or not, plays a crucial role that most people never consider. Research has shown that your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, extending several feet beyond your physical form. This field carries emotional information that affects not just your own cells, but the people and environment around you. When you experience emotions like love, gratitude, or compassion, your heart's electromagnetic field becomes coherent and powerful. This coherent field seems to enhance your ability to access intuitive insights and influence your environment in positive ways. Conversely, emotions like anger, fear, or resentment create an incoherent field that disrupts your connection to the quantum realm. This heart-brain connection operates through what scientists call the quantum field of consciousness. Some researchers propose that consciousness isn't produced by the brain but is instead accessed by it, like a radio tuning into different stations. If this is true, then your emotional state determines which stations you can access and how clearly you can receive their transmissions. The fascinating thing is that this isn't just theoretical anymore. Studies using sophisticated equipment have shown that when people enter states of deep coherence through heart-focused meditation, they can influence random number generators, affect the growth of plants, and even impact the healing of other people at a distance. The implications for how we understand reality are profound. But here's where most people get stuck. And it's the reason why positive thinking alone doesn't work. Your conscious mind might want success, love, or abundance. But if your subconscious is programmed with beliefs that contradict these desires, you're broadcasting mixed signals into the quantum field. It's like trying to tune into a clear radio station while someone else is constantly changing the frequency. These subconscious programs were installed primarily during the first 7 years of your life. When your brain was in a highly suggestible theta state, every message you received about money, relationships, success, and your own worth became embedded in your subconscious as absolute truth. Even if you consciously reject these messages today, they continue to influence your quantum field interactions. For example, if you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees or that you have to work hard for everything you get, your subconscious might sabotage every opportunity for easy abundance that comes your way. You might work incredibly hard but somehow never get ahead. Or you might make good money only to lose it through unexpected expenses or poor decisions. The same pattern applies to relationships. If your early programming included messages about relationships being difficult or people being untrustworthy, your subconscious will continue to attract experiences that confirm these beliefs. You'll find yourself in relationships that feel familiar but unsatisfying, wondering why you keep attracting the same type of person over and over again. This is the hidden mechanism behind what many people call self-sabotage. It's not that you consciously want to fail. It's that your subconscious is doing exactly what it was programmed to do, maintaining the reality that matches its internal blueprint, even when that reality causes you pain. But here's the empowering truth that changes everything. Just as your subconscious can be programmed, it can also be reprogrammed. The same theta brainwave states that made you so receptive to programming as a child can be accessed as an adult to install new, more empowering beliefs. When you understand how to work with your subconscious mind and align it with your conscious desires, something remarkable happens. Your quantum field interactions become coherent and focused. Instead of broadcasting mixed signals, you begin transmitting a clear, consistent frequency that the universe can respond to effectively. This is where the real magic of quantum entanglement begins to show up in your daily life. When your conscious and subconscious minds are aligned, you start experiencing what most people call synchronicities but are actually examples of quantum field interactions responding to your coherent signal. You think about someone you need to connect with, and they call you out of the blue. You need a solution to a problem, and the perfect resource appears at exactly the right time. You set an intention for something you want to manifest, and opportunities begin showing up in ways that feel almost orchestrated by an invisible intelligence. This isn't wishful thinking or confirmation bias. This is your consciousness operating in harmony with the quantum field that connects all things. When you achieve this state of coherence, you're no longer fighting against the current of reality but flowing with it, allowing the natural intelligence of the universe to support your highest good. However, there's a crucial aspect of this process that trips up most people, and understanding it is essential for maintaining your quantum coherence. The universe has a way of testing your new frequency to make sure it's genuine. When you begin shifting your consciousness and raising your vibration, challenges often appear that seem designed to pull you back into your old patterns. If you're working on manifesting abundance, you might suddenly face an unexpected expense. If you're focusing on improving your relationships, old conflicts might resurface. If you're developing greater self-confidence, situations might arise that challenge your newfound sense of worth. These aren't signs that the process isn't working. They're actually signs that it is working. The universe is essentially asking, are you serious about this new reality you say you want? Or are you going to react to this challenge the same way you always have? How you respond to these tests determines whether you solidify your new frequency or slip back into your old patterns. If you meet these challenges with the same fear, doubt, or reactivity you've always used, you signal to the quantum field that your old programming is still in control. But if you can maintain your new frequency even in the face of apparent obstacles, you demonstrate that your transformation is genuine and lasting. This is why understanding quantum entanglement is so important for personal transformation. It helps you recognize that what appears to be external resistance is often just the universe's way of helping you strengthen your new vibrational signature. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, you begin to see them as opportunities to prove to yourself and the quantum field that you've truly changed. The key to passing these tests lies in embodying your desired reality before it manifests physically. This means feeling the emotions you would feel if you had already achieved your goals, making decisions from the perspective of who you want to become, and maintaining faith even when external circumstances seem to contradict your vision. This embodiment principle works because the quantum field responds to your authentic emotional frequency, not your hopes or wishes. When you can genuinely feel grateful for abundance you haven't received yet, confident in abilities you're still developing, or loving toward yourself despite past mistakes, you're broadcasting a signal that the universe can mirror back to you. But embodiment goes beyond just feeling different emotions. It requires you to actually step into the identity of the person you want to become. How would someone with abundant wealth approach their finances? How would someone with vibrant health treat their body? How would someone with deep self-love speak to themselves? When you begin living from this future identity while still in your current circumstances, you create a powerful quantum field disturbance that reality must eventually reorganize around. You're essentially telling the universe, "This is who I am now." And the universe responds by bringing your external experience into alignment with this new identity. This process isn't always comfortable, and it requires a level of faith that can feel challenging at times. You're essentially betting your current security on a future that hasn't manifested yet. But this is exactly what quantum entanglement teaches us about the nature of reality. The future and the present are more interconnected than our linear minds can comprehend. In quantum physics, particles can be influenced by future events just as much as past ones. Time, as we experience it, might be an illusion that prevents us from seeing the true interconnected nature of all moments. When you align with a future possibility through your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you're creating an entanglement with that timeline that makes its manifestation increasingly probable. This brings us to one of the most profound implications of quantum consciousness. You're not just observing reality, you're actively creating it through every thought, emotion, and decision you make. The famous double-slit experiment showed that the mere act of observation changes the behavior of subatomic particles. If consciousness can influence matter at the quantum level, imagine what it can do at the level of your daily experience. Every moment, you're collapsing infinite possibilities into a single reality through your choices and focus. When you worry about something, you're essentially observing that negative possibility and increasing its likelihood of manifesting. When you focus with excitement and gratitude on what you want to create, you're collapsing those positive possibilities into your experience. This is both empowering and sobering. It means you have far more influence over your reality than you might have realized. But it also means you're responsible for the reality you're currently experiencing. This isn't about blame or guilt. It's about recognition and empowerment. If your consciousness helped create your current reality, then it can also create a new one. The process of conscious reality creation through quantum field interaction requires three essential elements: clarity about what you want, emotional alignment with that desire, and consistent action that supports its manifestation. Most people struggle with one or more of these elements, which is why their manifestation attempts feel frustrating or ineffective. Clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's about understanding why you want it and how it serves not just you but the greater good. The quantum field seems to respond more readily to intentions that are aligned with love, service, and the highest good of all involved. Selfish or fear-based intentions often create resistance or produce results that ultimately don't satisfy. Emotional alignment is perhaps the most challenging aspect because it requires you to feel differently before your circumstances change. This goes against our logical minds, which want to see evidence before believing. But quantum entanglement operates outside the logic of linear time and cause and effect relationships that dominate our everyday thinking. The third element, aligned action, bridges the quantum and physical worlds. While your consciousness creates the possibility, you still need to take inspired action to anchor that possibility in physical reality. These actions often feel guided or intuitive rather than forced or effortful. They're the actions you feel drawn to take rather than the ones you think you should take. When all three elements come together, You experience what many spiritual traditions have called flow states or divine synchronicity. Opportunities appear at perfect timing. Resources become available exactly when needed, and obstacles dissolve with minimal effort. This isn't luck. It's the natural result of consciousness operating in harmony with quantum field dynamics. As we near the end of our exploration, I want to share what might be the most important insight of all. The power to shape reality through quantum entanglement isn't something you need to acquire or develop. It's something you're already doing, every moment of every day. The only question is whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously. Right now, your consciousness is entangled with the quantum field that connects all things. Your thoughts are creating ripples in this field. Your emotions are broadcasting frequencies that attract matching experiences, and your beliefs are acting as filters that determine which possibilities you can perceive and access. The difference between people who seem to effortlessly create positive realities and those who feel stuck in unwanted patterns isn't that some have special powers and others don't. The difference is awareness. Those who understand how consciousness interacts with the quantum field can work with these principles intentionally, while others remain at the mercy of unconscious programming and random mental patterns. This awareness is what transforms you from a passive observer of reality into an active creator of it. When you understand that your consciousness is quantum entangled with everything around you, you begin to see yourself not as separate from the world but as an integral part of its ongoing creation. Every thought becomes a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. Every emotion becomes a signal you're sending to the quantum field about what you're ready to receive. Every decision becomes an opportunity to align more closely with the highest possibilities for your life and the lives of those around you. This level of conscious participation in reality creation requires courage, because it asks you to take full responsibility for your experience rather than blaming external circumstances or other people. But it also offers unprecedented freedom, because it means you're never truly stuck or powerless, no matter what your current circumstances might be. The quantum field is always responsive, always listening to the frequency you're broadcasting. It doesn't judge whether your thoughts are positive or negative, whether your beliefs are empowering or limiting. It simply reflects back to you the vibrational essence of what you're consistently emanating. This means that changing your reality is always possible, but it requires changing your internal state first. You can't think the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, and take the same actions and expect different results. Real change requires a quantum leap in consciousness that reorganizes your entire way of being. The beautiful truth is that this quantum leap is available to anyone at any moment. It's not dependent on your past, your current circumstances, your education, or any external factor. It's simply a matter of choosing to align your consciousness with the highest possibilities for your life and then maintaining that alignment regardless of what appears to be happening around you. As you begin to work with these quantum principles in your own life, remember that the process is often subtle rather than dramatic. You might not see lightning bolts or experience miraculous healings overnight. What you will notice are small synchronicities becoming more frequent, opportunities appearing more regularly, relationships improving, and a general sense that life is supporting you rather than working against you. These subtle shifts are actually profound transformations happening at the quantum level of reality. They're signs that your consciousness is successfully entangling with higher possibilities and drawing them into your experience. Trust the process, maintain your alignment, and allow the quantum field to work its magic in ways that might surprise and delight you. The future of human potential lies in understanding and consciously working with these quantum principles of consciousness. As more people awaken to their true power as conscious creators of reality, we'll collectively create a world that reflects the highest possibilities for peace, abundance, love, and creative expression. Your journey into quantum consciousness isn't just about improving your own life, although it will certainly do that. It's about participating in the evolution of human awareness and helping to create a reality where everyone can thrive. Through quantum entanglement, your personal transformation ripples out to influence the entire collective consciousness of humanity. The question isn't whether you have the power to shape your reality through quantum consciousness principles. The question is whether you're ready to embrace that power responsibly and use it in service of the highest good for yourself and all life. If you are, then everything you need to begin this transformation is already within you, waiting to be activated through your conscious intention and consistent practice.